unions, taking the plunge and signing up to this fantastic course. I know it's the second one that we've run, and I spoke to some of the sisters that attended the first one that we ran last year, and hearing from them and what they got out of it, I know that you will get a lot out of it too. I just wanted to give you a bit of background about myself with not being able to get there and be with you over the next few days. I started life as a 16-year-old member, working as a Saturday assistant at Baker's Oven that then became Greg's. 10 or 15 years or so, and I'm sticking with the 10 or 15 years, it's a little bit more now. I'm sat here as the General Secretary of our great union, having just been re-elected at the beginning of the year for a second term unopposed. And you know, that doesn't happen overnight, it doesn't happen without putting work in, but fundamentally it doesn't happen without education. You know, nobody in our movement can ever say that they are fully educated or they've got nothing left to learn. If they do, there's something fundamentally wrong, because, you know, our economy, our members' workplaces, technology, they all develop so quickly, and we as a movement have got to keep up with them, let alone try and get out in front of them. So we all learn something new every day. But a big part of my life over the last 10 to 15 years has been the education that I've received through the trade union movement, the vast majority of which has been from the GFTU, whether that be shop stewards courses, public speaking and having support through that, negotiations, the Young Members Development Weekend, the leadership classes that I did, you know, and every other course, because I've done a few over the course of that time. But for me, and I hope you feel the same way too, attending courses, attending things like the Women in Leadership course gives you the confidence and the knowledge, and you develop experience to then be able to say, do you know what, I can stand for that position, I can be a leader in our movement. I still very much suffer with imposter syndrome. I'm very honest about that. I'm still waiting for somebody to knock on the door and say, we didn't actually mean to elect you, or even are you? And I get terribly nervous before speeches, because why would anybody want to listen to Sarah from Wakefield? You know, it just, you know, prattle on. But I know when I have a little wobble like that, which is often, that I either have a word with myself or I'm reminded by people in my support system. And I would strongly recommend, when reaching for any leadership position, having a strong support system around you, not only at home, but in your branch and in your union. You don't want yes people. You don't want people that tell you that everything's brilliant all the time. You need people that can be honest with you, be constructive with you, but also just there for you. But when either them or myself have had a word and reminded me that, you know, I've worked hard, the education that I've received through the GFTU has put me in good stead, giving me the foundations to be able to stand and do the job that I've been elected to do. And, you know, I do try my best for our members and the wider movement at all times. Sometimes my partner will say all the time, because I always seem to be working. But having that little word with yourself, on getting reminded about all the foundations that you've put in place, can really help deal with some of that imposter syndrome, she says. No, it does. It does. I know a lot of pressure can be put on when you attend leadership courses like this, by your branch, by your union. You need to get something out of it. We expect this as a result. But what I would say to you is enjoy the course and set your own path. It's never straightforward. And one sister's route to leadership, or their idea of leadership, is completely different to another sister's. You might be sat there wanting to be the branch secretary of your branch. You might be sat there wanting to be a full-time officer in the union. You might be sat there wanting to be the next general secretary of your trade union. All that's okay. All that can be achieved. But you might not want to do it right now. You might want to do it in 10 years' time, and that's all right too. You set your own path and you set your own destiny. What you can do, though, is be sure that you will achieve it if that's what you want to do. What we all need to do as well, though, and this is regardless of what path you're taking, is to go back into our unions and start to change them. Ask questions. Where are the spaces for mothers that have got small children that can't get care for them to engage in our union movement? How are they supposed to attend branch meetings in a pub on a Friday night? Start asking these questions, and as a result of that, our movement will start to naturally change going forwards. And I'm so chuffed that you're all going to be part of that change, you know, because you are very much have your progression to be the next leaders of our great trade union movement. And I see that, because this is a huge step towards that. And I hope that you will feel that inspiration and that empowerment and be part of that change after attending this course. I'm not going to talk for much longer because I'm terribly croaky and keep coughing. Not that you can see me cough because I keep pausing the video. But I really hope that you enjoy the course. I hope you get a lot out of it. As you know, with any trade union course, you get as much out of it as you put in. So be vocal, ask questions, get engaged, and get as much out of it as you can. If you ever want to get in contact with myself, please do. You know, if you just need support, you need to ask questions, you need to bounce ideas off somebody, just get in contact. My details can be shared with you, or they're on the BFAW website. I'm not a stranger, and I don't want to be a stranger. I think it's important as a women leader in the trade union movement that support and help others to achieve the same. So yeah, get in touch if you need to. Enjoy the course over the next couple of days. I know it will be fantastic. And then I know as a result of it, I'll be seeing you soon at some event or other, or some conference or other.